Hey there, what's up? Mystic Goddess 999 here. If you're new to my channel, welcome, but if not, thank you for coming back. I've always enjoyed, all the likes and the comments and the subscriptions, and thank you for helping me bring it to almost 200 because that makes me feel really, really good, guys. Like, it means that I'm not a shitty reader. However, today, um, as of right now, guys, I want to have a conversation with you because unfortunately, I'm in the middle of cleaning all of my cards and I know what happened. Here's the thing, guys. Spiritual warfare, shit's no joke. Obviously, if you guys are part of the collective, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, we've been having to constantly, cleanse ourselves, cleanse our space. Some of you guys doing, spiritual baths, cord cutting rituals, banishing spells, all of that. And I did 2 rounds of banishing spells, not too, just like 2 days ago, and shit was pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie, it was brutal, and I want to show you, but I don't want to. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. You see the flames that are all going crazy and stuff? I mean, oops. I, I've never in my life seen such chaos like that when it comes to candle flames just moving like that. And this just goes to show how intense this spiritual warfare has been, okay? Which it blows my mind. It really does. And I'm not sure if you guys, when you did your banishing rituals or whatnot, if it looked like that. Here's better views. Here's a good one. I guess the video does not do it justice. Anyways, so after that happened, it really made me think that how all of those people that have been working with the dark, how they have definitely their high magic, years of practice, and deciding to use it. Because I'll be honest, okay? I'm not trying to get all political here, okay? When I was in college, you know, open minded with everything, all kinds of philosophy and religions and stuff, I came across a few people that were Satanists, and I had asked them, what made you want to go that certain way, and they said that their principles and beliefs made more sense to them than the light. And I have educated myself on just what those principles are, and I can see where they're coming from. However, there's good and bad to every religion, okay? And because, Christians, they'll go to church every Sunday and then they do a whole bunch of crazy stuff throughout the week. I mean, there's hypocrites everywhere, right? I'm not trying to just target Christians or anybody. We've all had our fair share of fuck ups. We've all had our fair share of fuck ups. Now, and we in the Constitution, we do have freedom of religion, so you can believe whatever you want. You can be a Satanist, you could be Jewish, you could be, a Buddhist, Muslim, anything, right? And to me, it blows my mind though with regardless of what you are, why would people want to hurt other people to such a high extent that, being a suicide mission? I mean, I guess there are just some people out there who really get off on doing black magic and tormenting people, because let me tell you what, like I said, when I was in college, I did come across a few Satanists. And, they said that they just followed the principles and the theology of it, but they did not get involved in any of the hardcore black magic at all. They did not fuck around with conjuring up any entities. They did not, do any rituals or anything like that. And I mean, as far as I was concerned, they were telling the truth. Nothing bad had happened to me. They treated me with respect. I treated them with respect. Just because we didn't get along, or excuse me, we didn't see eye to eye with religion or spirituality, didn't mean that we couldn't be nice and respectful towards each other. I hope that makes sense. I mean, I will never work for the dark, ever. I will always work for the light. Always. I am part of a collective. I know that I'm one of the chosen, just like you guys are. And we did not have an easy life, okay? And everybody's got their trauma stories. Every single person has their trauma stories, and some worse than others. And some people are lucky enough to get help for it, and others don't. And for the ones who don't, they can, I mean, either A, they're going to have to learn how to find a healthy outlet if it is provided some way, shape, or form. Because I know it takes a strong person mentally and emotionally to realize that they have been surrounded by, toxic, nasty environments, and that they have to learn different ways are accepted by societal norms, and then other people, they just, I don't know, they naturally understand that hurting people by using black magic and stuff, or just being a bully in general, whether you do magic or not, just, being a bully or nasty to other people, they naturally know that it's not the right thing to do, even if they did grow up in a toxic environment, and maybe they learned the difference through some of their friends that grew up in nice, stable, functioning households, and they were able to have, good examples. But needless to say, I will never judge anybody based on their religion, their beliefs, the way they dress, the way they eat, whatever. Okay? And I am by no means defending these these people in this with this black magic. I'm not defending them at all, because like I said, they are entitled to their religious beliefs. It's just a matter of when you're using shit to hurt other people, what about it makes it feel good? I think these people are just, they're very lost souls is what they are. I believe that, probably, like I said, they probably had very traumatic childhoods and maybe, teenage years, and they never felt like they belonged anywhere. And maybe somebody had introduced them to the satanic church, or maybe they, got really, really curious and started reading about different religions and philosophies, and they found that, Satanism fit for them, and that's fine. Like I said, it's totally fine. I'm not here to judge anybody. And like I said, when I was in college, those people that were Satanists, they never did me wrong. They never hurt me, nothing. And, they even showed me their dorms. Like, look, I don't even have an altar for anything. I don't do shit. I just follow these, the philosophies and the principles. And I said, all right. They didn't shove shit down my throat, and I didn't shove shit down their throat. And it's, this black magic coven, they want the collective to conform to their way. Like, their inner demons can't stand the pure aura light that comes from within. And so, in a way, to me, I look at it as hypocrisy because, freedom of religion and stuff, they've got the right to practice and believe what they want, okay? And they get pissed off with anybody that is of the light around them. Okay, it drives them nuts. It just boils their blood that, anybody around them that enjoys helping people, that enjoy life, that enjoy the fact that they can, wake up every day and take a breath of life. It pisses them off that, no matter how badly someone has been hurt, that person will choose to look at life in a positive way, in the sense of it taught them something. Because obstacles and hardships that are thrown our way, it's going to happen no matter what, because that's what life is like. I mean, you're going to have the good, the bad, and the ugly. And some people will take the bad and the ugly and will, like, grow from it. Like the collective, we have grown from all of these hardships and the black magic spell work and the entities and the psychic attacks and, the sex magic, mirror magic, body magic. I mean, all of it. We have survived, and it has made us grow 10 times stronger than we ever were. And we learned to defend ourselves and to not take, shit from anybody. At first it was probably scary as shit, because you didn't know what the hell was going on. But, once you found out what was going on, you learned to do something about it. Because, I'll be damned if you're going to let somebody make you want to take yourself out. Okay? And I'll be damned if you're going to let people bully you to the point where, they want to make you want to check in to the hospital, or they want to kill you by a car accident, anything like that. They don't, they just cannot fathom how people like us keep chugging. It's because we were born to be natural. It's just, it was born in us naturally to be fighters. We will always fight back, but we do it with grace now. I know that a lot of people In their younger years, they were probably angry teenagers, whatnot. I had my angry teenage years too, but, I grew up and I realized that, going about things with anger, it's useless, it's pointless, it's just wasted energy, time, and effort that can be used on other productive shit. And so, with this whole experience, guys, I I love how I have learned to manage, any anger, any crazy ass emotions of frustration or depression, and to realize that whenever I was depressed at times for no reason, I, you know, I realized that it wasn't actually my emotions. They were emotions that were projected onto me. And that fucking amazed me. That was crazy that these people had such a strong hold of me energetically that they could project their emotions onto me, and I know you guys probably felt this way, like just out of the blue, you could have been having a great day, whatever, and then out of the blue, later in the evening, you're like, I'm sad, and I don't know why I'm sad. I've been having a great day, nobody said anything or did anything to piss me off. Great day at work or whatever, but why am I feeling this way? And then it may have taken you a little bit to realize that, oh, it's not me. It's the opposition, especially the ex-karmic, that is making me feel this way because they're depressed, because their love spell work wasn't working, and their life crumbling, and realizing that they could never, I don't think they will ever realize that they can't have you guys. It's an obsession, but that's not your problem, that's theirs. And well, to me, that just amazed me that several people, not several people, a lot of people. This was a large crowd of people. Like, holy shit. I'm not joking with you folks. I want to say that, for me at least, it was a minimum of 300 people. And that's why when I first started this channel, I called it, the Black Magic Coven Mafia. Because there were some people that I knew, and then some people that were just acquaintances, and then there were some people that I had no fucking clue who they were. And just like the mafia, people who know people who know people who know people. And that's exactly what that happened. And having to think not 1,000 miles ahead, but having to think 5,000 miles ahead about what these people were going to do next, because they were operating at lightning speed. I don't know if you guys felt that way, but I felt like it was, 24/7 round the clock, and you constantly having to, stay ahead and being very strategic in how you handled yourself with your emotions, and whether you were angry, frustrated, whatever, but you learned how to tame those feelings, and I think that pissed them off big time. But honestly, I love the fact that I have learned how to control my frustration and any anger with the obstacles and hardships that were thrown my way. Because it taught me that, life isn't all about a bowl of cherries and shit, and never will be. There's always going to be obstacles that come your way no matter what. But I'm not the type that's gonna, back down into a corner and cry about it and just use dark magic to hurt other people because I want them to feel the same pain. I don't believe that. I know you guys don't believe in that either. Well, 2012 on the clock when I said that. I know you guys don't believe in that either. You guys will always work for the light. No matter what hell, pun intended, no matter what kind of hell you've been through, whether, childhood sex abuse, sexual, verbal, physical, mental, emotional abuse that you've been through, you use that stuff as a catalyst to help you grow stronger as a person. And this spiritual warfare that's been going on for 5 years, for some people it's been 10. Give yourself a one hell of a pat on the back for making it through, okay? Seriously. And for anybody such as myself that has been trying to start my business, my foundation here with this YouTube channel, with spirituality, because I know that this is my life path. And it pisses them off. Anybody who is doing something with spirituality, whether it's divination with tarot reading, or trying to start your own metaphysical shop, whatever the case may be, it pisses them off. They hate it. And, they've been trying to fuck around with us, giving us a very hard time to, take it up off the ground. Because I know I've experienced that. Because I've made videos apologizing to you guys about how I'm sorry that I haven't been on here. I've had to cleanse my space. I've had to cleanse myself. And I've got a new method that I've thought about when it comes to cleansing my cards. So I'm not going to say what it is. I ain't giving up my secret on that one because, I don't want to waste my time with having to cleanse cards every day because people want to fuck with it and shit. No, I will never back down. I will never back down. This is my life path. And I know that it pisses them off that I am being authentic. And you guys are being authentic too, and it pisses them off, but never back down from a bully. Never back down from anybody. You always stand your ground, but you don't do it with anger. You do it with grace and humility. And that's what these people don't know, unfortunately. I think a few of them may have had a wake-up call. Some of them that were really close to you in the past may have had a wake-up call and realized, goddamn, they're being, a fucking asshole because all of this black magic and shit was just because based off of rumors and lies. And then some people, regardless, they didn't give a shit. They enjoyed torturing people, I think they were just so arrogant and cocky about their magic being successful because they've always been successful in the past that they just automatically assumed that it was gonna work for the collective as well, but they fucking met their match. And I think that, like, maybe for the first time in their lives, they really are shitting fucking bricks. Because perhaps in the past, they didn't get any bad karma because they always came through with their promise that they made with the Dark Lord Satan. Okay? But with us, they could not come through. We are not meant to die right now, folks. We have a long life to live and to help humanity in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, and if you're not supposed to do something with spirituality, that's fine. Some of you guys, maybe you're meant to be teachers teaching kids, or maybe you're supposed to be, being a public speaker for the homeless or troubled teenagers, or you maybe want to work with the homeless at homeless shelters, or work with the elderly in homeless shelters. Whatever the case may be, we are meant to help humanity for the better, and we're meant to do it with our twin flame. And I really believe that some of these people are jealous of the fact that we have a twin flame that we are destined to be with, that has been divinely ordained. Okay, but what they don't realize is twin flame relationships, they're not easy at all. At all. It is the most intense relationship you'll ever have in your life, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it at the end of the day. When each person has learned their own individual lessons that they need to, and they can finally come together and share each other's experiences, and the stories of, hey, this is what happened to me for the past 5-10 years, and this is what happened to me for the past 5-10 years. It's amazing, and it will help build your world stronger together as a couple and to keep going. The people in this the black magic coven, I don't think they have a fucking clue about just how intense a twin flame relationship is. And it is not for the weak of heart. Excuse me, for the weak at heart. It's not. It's not. Or maybe they're also jealous because they've never experienced what true love is. Perhaps they've just been surrounded by people or a family that it's been nothing but abusive and toxic relationships, and that's all that they know. And they don't, that's what they stick with. They just keep going for toxic and more toxic people, and they have given up on love or any form of true love. And I will say that I think it's a shame that people have given up on that, but at the same time, I can see why, because true love is hard to come by. And unfortunately, some people don't find it in, this lifetime. For whatever reason, it's not a part of their soul contract for this lifetime to be with true love. Some people feel like they are stuck in relationships or marriages because of financial problems. It's like if one person leaves, then you can't afford to pay for your house or your apartment and you're screwed. And that's a really sad feeling. Or some people feel like they're stuck because they have an abusive partner and they're afraid of what their partner is, capable of doing to hurt them. Or, if there's children involved and you are with an abusive partner, that makes it even 10 times harder to leave. But, if there's a will, there's a way. And yes, I know that's easier said than done. I've seen it happen to many people around me. I've never been through it, thank God, knock on wood, yes, because I have my twin flame. But I've witnessed it with other people that I was very close to growing up, and I had such a heart for them. I really did, and it's sad. And I hope that these people that have been hurting the collective, I hope that one day they find peace at some point in their life journey, in this lifetime at least. I hope that they find peace. And if not, I mean, yeah, they're gonna have a lot of bad karma. It's given. There's no doubt about it. And I just I wonder if there is anything that those people are happy about than just doing black magic to hurt people, because I know that some people take total pleasure in hurting others and watching them suffer. They get off on being mean to people because they either A, they want other people to feel their pain that they've been through, or B, it's just a part of their personality. They just enjoy being mean. And for people like that, I wish I could study their psyche to try and get a better understanding of them. It's, I really do question, is there anything that they are happy about with their lives? Really and truly, because it's a given that they don't know what self love is. They don't know what unconditional love for themselves is, and for, other people. They they don't know how to be grateful for the fact that, they've got a place to live. You know, you got a roof over your head, shower, food, bathroom, water, all of that, clothes on your back, because not everybody can say that. And I swear to God, like, I think that people that live on the streets and are completely, I mean, total poverty to the point where you see them carrying their stuff in grocery carts, I think that they're more loving and grateful than these people that have been doing black magic. Think about that, what I just said. People that are really truly homeless and poverty, like I said, you see them with grocery carts with their blankets, which, are filthy, unfortunately, because they don't have any means to clean themselves, to bathe, all of that. They still manage to keep on going. No matter what. I mean, they still manage to keep going. And some of them, like I said, they have better attitudes about life than these people do who are involved with the dark. I think that's a good question to ponder about. And for me, not only, did I learn about self love, unconditional love for myself and for others, but I learned how to draw boundaries, not let people take take advantage of me, because it's about discernment. I used to trust people too easily, and unfortunately, in this generation, we can't be like that anymore, because it's not the 1960s and 70s anymore, where people were actually nicer to each other, and you didn't have to worry about what somebody else's, ulterior motives were. But now, unfortunately, this generation, trust and respect takes a long time to build now, because you never know what someone's capable of doing. You don't know what their, like I said, what their hidden agenda is. And it's sad, because I think that that type of mentality may make people scared to even make friends, if that makes any sense. Because, if you're constantly worried about what somebody else is truly thinking about you, and if they have a hidden agenda to hurt you, curse you, throw you under the bus and lie, fuck you over, whatever, it might just scare that person from even trying to make friends. And I think that's a shitty way to live, honestly. These are things that I've been thinking about very deeply throughout the spiritual warfare, and also with the 2 rounds of banishing spells. And I'll tell you what, the banishing rituals like that, when you have, I want to say that must have been anywhere between like 10, 15 people all at once, because I just wanted to get it over with. Really, it's exhausting. You will be tired, because those people have such a strong hold. And when you see all the black smoke coming out, yeah, that's not soot, people. Like I've said before, that is evil external forces. Okay, the shapeshifters, the tricksters, all of that. And, but no matter what's happened, I will never let this experience make me shut down in terms of wanting to make friends with new people. Because I don't know if you guys have ever heard this motto, but my father used to tell me all the time, yes, there are people out there who are out to get you, but then there's other people who aren't. And it's just, like I said, it's a matter of discernment, being, a good judge of character. And some of you guys, you have become high, very sensitive around other people's energies, high empaths, At least I know I have. Okay? And those energies, yes, they can be overwhelming. But like I said, there are plenty of crystals and shit that you can carry on you to, you know, um, preserve your energy so you're not tired. Because people that are toxic and they're energy vampires, they really can wear the fuck out of you. They really can. And it's like you feel like you just want to sleep and take a long ass nap. Those are people that you've got to do your best to avoid. And it sucks, but you got to worry about you. You got to take care of you and yours first before anybody else. And I think you guys have definitely learned that already, and so have I. And there's also essential oils that you can put on yourself that it's meant to protect and preserve your energy. And when you draw boundaries, yes, you can build up some walls around you, but make sure that the walls around you aren't so thick to the point where a person has no choice but to like chisel their way through it just to get to know you. Because just because, people have been hurt doesn't mean that you gotta shut out everybody. Because, like I've said, not everybody's a fucking asshole. It's just a matter of, hey, keeping things at surface level for the time being until time goes by and you start opening up more and more, little by little. And then you start building up that trust. You talk about, more personal things. And if that person does screw you over, just look at it as, hey, lesson learned. And that person was in your life for a reason and a season. And you got to move on. It's painful and it sucks, but you got to move on. For me, I am so grateful that I can wake up every day, breathe, I can walk. You know, I could be handicapped from, the waist down or from the neck down and not have the ability to, ride a bike or drive a car or go for a beautiful walk in the park and enjoy nature, the scenery. I could be in a fucking hospital right now dying of a terminal illness, but I'm not. I'm grateful for things like that. I am not, I don't have any brain injuries. I can talk. I have the ability to see and hear. These are things I think people take for granted because there are plenty of people out there who are blind and have to learn how to read Braille, or they're legally blind and their glasses are so thick. People who are very hard of hearing, so unfortunately they have to wear hearing aids, or they can't enjoy a concert. You know what I mean? Um, do I like my wardrobe completely? No, I don't. But it's a matter of I still have clothes. I'm grateful for the simple fact that I have clothes. You know, got a place to live, a nice bed to sleep in that's comfortable. I try to make my place as cozy as possible because I like cozy atmospheres. I do. I And you know what? Even though us collective, we've been stalked everywhere. You know, there's been so many opportunities where we could have been easily, you know, shot, strangled, stabbed, whatever. Knowing that, yeah, it's scary as hell, but I've always still gone out for my walks and go out and do my errands and shit because I'm not going to let people scare me like that, because if you give into that shit, they're going to know that they got the best out of you. Fuck that. Ain't nobody or anything that's going to get the best out of me. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. And if something were to happen, which I know it's not my time yet, just like it ain't any of y'all's time yet. But, knock on wood, if something were to happen, I I could say that I died knowing that I had the ability to wake up, breathe, eat, get dressed on my own, independent, that I didn't have to uh, depend on anybody to feed me, clothe me, take me somewhere, and I could go to the park one last time for a long walk and just enjoy the beauty of nature and the simple things, because I think people, they don't know how to enjoy the simple shit. They don't. But the collective, guys, I think you've learned all of that, because I firmly believe that that was one of the lessons that had to be learned. It wasn't just self love, it wasn't just unconditional love, it wasn't just acceptance, or self esteem. It wasn't just about forgiving yourself and forgiving others, including these people. Because, as I've said before, and other tarot readers have said it too, that, you know, forgive them for they do not know what they do. On the one hand, they do because of all the magic that they did, but on the other hand, they don't understand the heartache and the bullshit that they cause to other people. And I think that now, with all of the bad karma that is coming their way, it's been coming their way, but I mean, it just keeps hitting bricks and hitting bricks and hitting bricks. Now they're starting to get it. Or just maybe get a little taste of what it felt like. Or, just a little taste of what it felt like. But it ain't over. They're going to have a long life, many years of bad, shitty ass karma. And they're going to know what real fucking heartache is. And having no other choice but to deal with it. That is, if they don't check out, because like I've said before, there's been people who have checked out because they're not going to be able to handle the bad karma. I mean, their bad karma had already started and they couldn't handle not one iota of it. And they've checked out. There's been people who have died already from unexpected shit because that's what they had wished upon us. And without a doubt, there has been somebody that has died from a car accident because that's what they wished upon us as well. There are people who are possessed because of all the entities that they conjured up, and fucking around with necromancy and shit. And some people getting involved in certain stuff that they were not well trained in, but, either peer pressure or being offered money or bribes, whatever the case may be, they still did it because maybe the money was good or the peer pressure was that bad. Maybe they were threatened in many ways and they were scared and so they did it. I'm doing this video to make people think. Okay, and like I said, I wish I could do readings right now, but I'm in the process of cleaning all of my cards, but I wanted to come on here and apologize for not being on here because, like I said, I've done 2 rounds of banishing rituals, which have been exhausting. And then there was Thanksgiving, which, by the way, happy belated Thanksgiving, y'all. And yes, they did try to do a ritual on Thanksgiving, but it didn't work. And I mean, what I sense is half the crowd, they fucking get it. They fucking really get it that no matter what they try to do, it's not going to work. We're not going to die. The collective is not going to die. We are here for a reason. And then the other half of the people are just fucking stubborn and hard headed and want to keep on going. Like, I already know for a fact that, they're going to try and do some shit around Christmas, but you'll be spending the holidays with your twin flame, and once that reunion happens with the twin flame, it doesn't matter what the fuck they try to do. It ain't gonna work. It's not working now, and it's never gonna work. And they just, either they don't give a shit about the bad karma that keeps racking up, you know, maybe they don't believe in reincarnation, possibly. Like, perhaps in their mind, maybe they really don't believe in anything of reincarnation. And then, for them, it's like, fuck. This is my life and I'm going to live it how I want to. And if I feel like hurting people and torturing them, then fuck it. I'm going to do what I want to do because what is it? YOLO, you only live once. Maybe they have that kind of a mentality. And then other people, they do believe in reincarnation. And they know the ones who do believe in reincarnation, those were the ones who stopped. And because they know that they got some shitty ass years ahead of them to deal with. And they know that in the next lifetime, they're gonna have a very hard lifetime. And they have created generational curses if they have any kids and shit. I feel bad for them. Maybe they weren't thinking about any generational curses that they were creating because they were very confident, or excuse me, I wouldn't say confident, cocky, because there's a fine line between being confident and being cocky. And I think that they were very cocky and arrogant when it came to their magic because it's never failed them before. And because it's never failed for them before, they didn't think twice about any consequences of their actions and how maybe their future generations would have to suffer, you know. And now that they see that they are up shit's creek, maybe now it is finally hitting them that, oh boy, my kids are screwed, my grandkids are screwed, and I only feel sorry for the children, the innocent children that are involved, because they didn't ask for that. And I believe that there were a few people who were sacrificed along the way. I do. And it's because I think that they sacrificed those people just to gain more power with their magic, to keep the Dark Lord happy along the way until they got to us, but they never got to us. I know they say, oh, it's a myth that they sacrifice babies or whatever. I wouldn't put shit, and I wouldn't put anything past them. I wouldn't. And to this day, for many, many months, I have been sensing tax fraud. There is some serious illegal shit going on, okay? For some of you, I these people, greedy as hell for money, they very well could have created a fake ID with your name on it, or created a fake checking account or something, and or got credit cards or some shit and just started racking up the money and the debt. But they're gonna get caught because there's a lot of evidence against them, and they don't have enough time to get rid of that evidence. I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you guys, these people who have been doing illegal shit are on the news. Yeah. Like I said, for months, I keep sensing tax fraud, people stealing others, social security cards, their information, and doing shit under your name. But if it, whoever this is for many people out there. You will receive your money back. You will definitely be reimbursed. And not just spiritually, because you guys are the bomb when it comes to spirituality. You've learned your lessons. You've paid off your past karmic debt just like I have. We've all moved on with that. But when it comes to material shit, there will be sudden wealth. And it's with the way it comes and the way you find out about it, you're gonna be shitting bricks. It's like, damn, these people really went to that fucking extent to do all of that. It's gonna be a mind blower, a mind fuck. And there were some people that, when they stepped away because they believed in the divine signs that they were given, because the warnings that they were given actually did happen. And they're like, oh fuck. It really is happening. We have been seeing these synchronicities. We've been getting these messages. We ignored them at first, but then they actually happened. Okay, oh fuck. Let's use our brains, our crown chakra here, be logical, and step out of this shit and go our own way. I think those people have definitely taken a long look at the others who have been cocky, arrogant, and have ignored other people telling them to stop. They're seeing just how batshit crazy they are, their true colors, their total lack of empathy, total lack of humility, and guys, like, this is sociopathic and psychopathic behavior. This is what the fuck we've been surrounded by. I mean, I know there's plenty of serial killers out there and all that shit, but these people that we used to know, and now that we've discovered who some of them are, and some people we still don't know, because like I said, Black Magic Coven Mafia, that's the nickname I gave them. There's some people we didn't know, and then other people, yeah, we definitely knew. And it's made me think to myself, like, who the fuck was I really hanging out with? I mean, willing to go to such an extent to even hire a hitman and to rob. It's like, that's a scary thought, man. Like, that's a sociopath. That's a psychopath. I mean, Jesus Christ. And the way it's been so strategic, and it's the idea that the narcissist ex-karmic was the one who had the idea to start this shit with all the lies and all the rumors and everybody else jumping on the bandwagon. It goes to show just how powerful words are. And if you have the gift of gab and you're, charismatic and you can put on a show, just like Hitler did, just like Ted Bundy did, one fucking person that can affect a whole big ass group of people to attack twin flames. It just, goddamn. We've been hanging around sociopathic, psychopathic individuals. And here's something else that boggles my mind. If it hadn't have been us, guys, and it was somebody else, would they have done the same shit to that other person? To me, that's the question at hand. Would they have done that to somebody else? I mean, if it wasn't us, would they have done it to somebody else? And would they have taken it to such extreme? To want to win at all costs? That just blows my mind. I'm sorry. It really does. But I'm proud of the person that I've turned out to be, because I know for a fact that not just myself, but you guys, we're not the same people before this all started, but we've become better and stronger individuals. We've learned who we are inside and out. We know what our flaws are. We know what we have to work on. We've learned forgiveness, understanding, empathy, consideration. We've learned how to tame our emotions with frustration. We've learned how to think first before reacting, because for every action there's a reaction, and if you don't think twice, that reaction of yours can cause a lot of fucking trouble. When I say a lot of fucking trouble, either A, it could be so bad that it leads you to a night in jail, or a nasty ass physical fight where you hurt somebody so damn bad that they have to go to the hospital and you still get arrested. Okay? Or you decide to go and drink and drive, get a DUI, or you kill somebody in manslaughter and then you got to go to jail. Okay? Or, like I said, words are very powerful, and if you say shit in the heat of the moment out of anger, you could really hurt somebody to the point where the damage is so bad that your relationship with them might not ever be the same, no matter how much you try to apologize. I've seen it happen. I've done it myself in the past. I've learned a lot of lessons in these 5 years, guys. You know, I'm an honest person, but I've also learned that, there are ways of saying things and then there are ways. Okay? Because there's a time and a place for everything. And I was angry at myself for, not thinking twice before speaking and just diarrhea of the fucking mouth, and then realizing, oh shit, I really fucked up with my words with what I said. I shouldn't have said that. And it's like, will that person ever forgive me? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. And if they are, gracious enough to forgive you, that bond is just not going to be the same. And you're going to be able to feel it. You're going to sense the energy between you and that person, that it's never going to be the same. To me, those were things that affected me a lot, and, it made me just want to think twice before speaking, or, if you get angry, telling somebody, hey, I'm getting really frustrated right now with this conversation. I need to take a breather and walk away and just chill and think. And then, let's get back within, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or an hour to calm down, and we can get our thoughts together and try to have a conversation, like civilized adults. And there were some people who want to keep antagonizing. Don't you walk away from me, this conversation isn't over, blah, blah, blah. And it's, yes, I understand that the conversation is not over, but I refuse to talk to you when you are in this condition, when you cannot handle, your composure right now. Because it's just going to keep cycling and cycling, and it's the best thing you can do is just walk away temporarily for a while, chill the fuck out, and then try, to come back and talk. And I highly advise that when you go away and chill out, stay away from alcohol, because some people are mean drunks. Okay, and what's the saying? So, drunken words are sober thoughts. I do believe in that a bit. I'm not gonna lie, because alcohol makes you lose your inhibitions and shit. And when you've been holding in some serious thoughts or feelings about somebody and they're not good thoughts, you can very easily, boom, slip up and say something really bad. And if you say it in front of other people, goddamn, that's embarrassing. Not only did you embarrass that individual in public, but you just embarrassed yourself, because people now know what your true colors are and how much of an asshole you can be, and that you can humiliate somebody like that. And nobody wants to be around a person like that, you know. But, try to avoid alcohol if there's an argument, whatever. So when you come back and talk, you're talking with a clear head. And you can speak properly, be your authentic self. I've learned all of that too. And I think a lot of people too in the collective, some of you guys, when you lost yourselves at first, because, the spiritual awakening, man, holy fuck. In the beginning, the breakup and losing career, money, maybe y'all lost your transportation. Your world was fucked. It went crashing down like an airplane. Okay? Some of you guys could have, turned to the bottle or drugs just to self medicate so you wouldn't have to feel the pain so much. And it could very well have gotten you all into trouble. But you guys were strong enough to realize that, oh shit, you're going down a wrong path. You gotta cut your shit out. Maybe you had a good friend that helped you realize, hey, you're not acting like yourself and you're taking your problems out the wrong way. Or you're eating a lot of junk food, you're, not caring for yourself, blah, 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 shit like that. That was a part of the spiritual awakening. You lost yourselves, but then you had to learn how to correct those behaviors and realize that those were really bad habits. And some of you may have, stopped drinking altogether. Congratulations. But also, I don't believe that I don't see anything wrong with alcohol in moderation. I really don't. You can have a glass or two of wine or, a margarita or some shit. Wow, 111 on the clock when I said that. Nothing wrong, with moderation and shit, but make sure, you're being a responsible adult about it. You're not drinking and driving, you're at your house, or if you're going to go out to a bar or a club, you take an Uber. Because trust me, I know Ubers are expensive as shit, but it ain't nothing compared to a DUI, guys. Let me tell you. And when you guys discovered those things about yourself, you guys may have been depressed at first because you were seeing yourself with the bad habits and what you needed to cut out and how you needed to rebuild yourself back up in a healthier way. Cutting out certain people, places, and things, changing up your diet, not eating so much junk food, cutting out addictions, toxic people, reinventing yourself. That's not easy. That's not easy at all. So be proud of yourselves for everything, guys. Because it was a journey, and as they say, it ain't about the destination, it's about the journey, and you're goddamn right, this was a one hell of a fucking journey. But we're still here. We're still alive, ticking and kicking. And those people who hurt us, they really are in amazement. And just obviously, we're never going to forget this experience because it was so hardcore and brutal. But, we can't let this make it our life. You know what I mean? We're starting over. We're starting fresh. We're having our reunions. Building our lives together with our, twin flame. Moving on to bigger and better things while the other people, they will be busy dealing with their karma. But that's not our problem. That is not our problem at all. And the only way that we can thank them was for being the catalyst to our growth and to realizing just how strong and tough we are to get through it. And we discovered our magical talents. We learned a lot of new shit. How to sage, cleanse, spiritual baths, discernment, all of it. There was so much that, that came with this crap that it was unbelievable. Be proud of yourselves, seriously. And for those of you, such as myself, who have had issues with building up your new foundations, especially when it comes to anything with spirituality, okay? Whether you're doing an online business here with YouTube channel the way I am, or maybe you're trying to create your own metaphysical shop, whatever the case may be, don't give up. I will never give up on building my empire, my channel here. I've got a long ways to go, but this is just the beginning, folks, and I ain't gonna stop. And like I said, I came up with a creative way of how I am going to keep my cards cleaned for everyday use, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to give them fuckers any ideas to screw around with me. Um, yeah, I gotta work on my cards and on my crystals and shit, all of it. And when I was cleansing my space here, I had noticed which areas of my room was still filled of residual junk, residual negativity and evil. Okay. And so I decided how I was gonna have to rearrange the room again. Trust me, I am not one to rearrange a room this much. I hate it. I think it's a pain in the ass, but to be in a clean space and being a tarot reader, I have to worry about the cleanliness. Okay, I want to make sure that the cards are fresh, the atmosphere is comfortable, all of that. And also, feng shui, you always want to have your bed facing your door, okay? And when it comes to the tarot reading table, you want it to have it facing towards the east. And it's as part of a Native American belief system that when the east, when the sun rises, that's a fresh new day for fresh new messages of life, okay? And what is tarot card reading about? Messages for the day, you know? Makes sense. So that's what I did. I rearranged my table facing the east. My bed has always been facing the door. Feng shui. And we also have the full moon coming up. That full moon will be in Gemini. As usual, cleanse yourself, cleanse your space. I think we've all become pros at that, like seriously. And I don't even know how many sticks of sage I've been through. Really? Like shit, I've probably burned enough to create, I don't know, forest fires all over throughout the state of California. Like any nature park that's filled with all kinds of forests to burn shit on. Goddamn. It's funny, but it's not funny. It's like, holy fuck. You know? Both sage and dragon blood sage and using cinnamon. And, I'm also thinking about not just building up my empire here too, but possibly starting a workshop because I am confident in saying that I've learned a lot of shit about witchcraft, okay, and spirituality that I would love to share with others, because I have a very good friend that I will keep the name anonymous, who we just so happened to cross paths, and the connection was like that. And this person is very knowledgeable. They have been studying and practicing for over 20 years. And I have learned, I'm going to say the best, because I've never seen somebody so accurate, on point, knows their shit. You know, they're considered an elder. They're very ancient with their lifetimes. They're considered an elder. And they help me discover things from my past lifetimes and shit. And it was amazing. I have been listening to the advice and the knowledge that's been given to me by this person. And I've learned a lot. And over the past, I want to say almost 4 years now. But I know that before I build up a workshop, I've got to build up this empire here first. Okay? And get myself well known. So people will actually believe that I'm, worth a shit to have a workshop, and that my readings are accurate and crap. So, wow, 1:21 on the clock. Alright, guys, I will leave you alone. That was Mystic Goddess 999 TED Talk for you. I just wanted you guys, I just had questions to make you guys think about, because these are questions that I was thinking about this whole journey, this whole process. If you like this video, please like. If I make sense, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, by all means, leave a comment. If I mean shit, this can turn into a longer conversation in the comments. But, alright, guys, today I'm just gonna be worrying about getting my shit cleansed, and tomorrow is a new day. Love y'all. Mwah.